This is the Effing One Podcast, Australia's only Formula One podcast with Adam and Luke.
G'day, welcome to Effing One, the world's healthiest Formula One podcast. That may seem like a big claim, but it's now supported by science. The CDC, the Centers for Disease Control in the US, has given this podcast a AAA rating. Yes, finally. Bring it in. Yes, thank you very much. Thank you very much, CDC. Why have they given us a AAA rating? Because, unlike other podcasts, this is advertising free. This podcast is also considered in no way addictive. In fact, if you make it past the first 5 minutes of this podcast, we'll give you another round of applause. There it is. There it is. Studies have actually shown this podcast actually brings families together. After downloading this podcast, 97% of people are more likely to want to sit down and read a book, talk to their family, or put out the rubbish than listen to a second more of this podcast. In fact, the next time you head to the GP to get that rash looked out, that's a very good chance you'll be prescribed a little dose of this little Aussie podcast 3 times a day for 2 weeks before every meal. And so you bloody well should.
3% commit suicide.
3% will commit suicide. So congratulations if you made it this far into this podcast. You're mostly thinking about all those things you'd rather be doing right now, no doubt. And congratulations if you are stupid enough to stick around. We can't promise you that you're going to learn anything or even be entertained. But rest assured, this is the mildly amusing Formula One podcast you've been searching for. So get comfortable, pop your feet up, sit down, and shut the hell up! Because 2 slightly overweight middle-aged Aussie blokes are talking Formula One. Sorry, Luke.
You're blowing my ears out.
Turn the microphone down.
I'm going to keep... It's been a while.
All right, bring it up now. I'm fine.
No, that's... Are you okay?
I'm good.
Sorry, producer Pete was doing the dials.
Yeah, he's very good.
Right onto it.
He's very, very good. How are you, mate?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, look, I'm pretty good.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Pretty good?
Yep.
Can we elevate that to good?
Good. Very good.
Very good.
I missed the last podcast.
Yes.
Apologies.
You were drunk.
I was drunk. I actually went to a barbecue. This is how this podcast is put into a priority list for us. I went to a barbecue, and I'm pretty sure I looked at my watch and went, oh, crap. I'm just going to have another drink. And then I'm staying there. And I got home, fell asleep on the sofa.
This is... So everyone who's listening, Adam does take a great pride in bringing some quality content to you.
Yes. Very quality. There's a lot of quality in this podcast, Luke. Did you turn me down again? Or
No, I turned me down.
Did you?
I feel I was a little bit warm.
Oh, you can never be too loud, Luke. You can never be too loud.
Yeah.
Oh, very excited. What a podcast. Guess what, Luke?
What?
Guess who's on this podcast?
You?
Dan Ricciardo.
On this one?
On this little Aussie podcast.
It's about fucking time.
Dan, the personality Ricciardo. Can't wait to catch up with him. God, that's going to be exciting. Big pod for the Qatar wrap and the Saudi Arabia GP preview. It's a 2-in-1. 2 for the price of 1.
And you don't have to pay a cent.
No. It's 2 for the price of a couple of gigantic paper bags filled with dirty oil money hand-delivered to Liberty Media by slave labour.
I get a feeling that if they can get a Grand Prix with all of their human rights issues, you know, killing gay people for being gay, which is something you've always championed.
I've always been at the forefront.
If they can get one, surely Naran can. We just need the funds.
We just need a big, dirty paper bag full of cash. Luke.
Not just a 6-pack of Winnie Reds that got our local councillor on board.
No. But that did help.
Grease the wheels.
Sure, that's what you need sometimes, Luke. You do need that.
And that councillor is no longer elected.
No.
Where you occasionally do see him down at the hand jobs for the homeless
Yes.
sector, giving him some hand relief.
Very good. He's very wristy. He's like a wrist spinner, a wrist masturbator.
Yeah.
He's wonderful. It is really a mouth-watering podcast, Luke, today. Proudly brought to you by the charity Hand Jobs for the Homeless.
Hey.
Luke, hey, there it is. Because why should the homeless miss out on getting a wristy from their favourite Formula One driver
That's right.
or team principal?
See ya in Qatar and Saudi Arabia and Abu Dhabi this next week. We could call it Diddling in the Dunes.
Diddling in the dunes. Oh, I like that. That's nice.
Yeah.
I like that. That's nice. Yes, advertising free podcast right here, and also your puke free guarantee. If you hear anything unsavoury in the next hour of podcasting, Luke and I guarantee we will come to your place, wherever you may be. Come over there and clean up the vomit from this tasteless comment. That is...
Yeah, we'll go into quarantine.
We'll do it. We're happy
We'll get there.
We'll
We'll clean you up. But there's a caveat.
Mm-hmm.
If you are performing fellatio and you're listening to the podcast and it goes a little bit too deep and it triggers a gag reflex, which entails you to empty the contents of your stomach upon a man's member,
Yeah.
we probably won't be coming there to clean that up.
We can't be responsible for your deep throating another
Yes.
bloke.
Figure it out.
Figure
Get
it
deep.
out.
Just put the thumb in a closed fist.
Yes.
That'll prevent your gag reflex.
That's what I always do. That's my hot tip for the day.
You learned that one from Sebastian.
Well, I learned it the hard way, Luke.
Prison.
Literally very hard. Very
Deep.
hard.
It was a girthy penis, though.
Yeah. It was as wide as it was long.
It was your short foray into adult films.
Yes. Yeah, I didn't last very long.
Neither did the donkey.
Yeah. On my resume, I did put down, I shouldn't have, but I did put extremely large. And they measured me up as an XXS. Very
As penis.
Very, very small. Yes, penis size. Anyway.
But you have a gigantic anus.
Which is
That's what the XXL was.
very handy. Very handy to have. Big podcast tonight, Luke. We have coming up Robert Kubica. Love Robert.
What's he do?
He's the COVID tester. He's the number one COVID tester for the Formula One paddock.
And Narong Grand Prix
And
spokesperson.
Narang Grand Prix ambassador, spokesperson, a mascot. He's also catering. And he's also doing mental wellness.
You know a
and
game... Sorry.
and he's doing mental wellness sessions.
He's a part-time psychologist.
He definitely is.
He also plays a very good rock, paper, scissors.
He does play rock, paper, scissors very well.
But he
Yeah.
will choose paper most of the time.
Yeah. That's the thing about Robert. You always know what he's going to do with rock.
No, I want to go against that hand.
Yeah.
The gammy hand.
Yeah. Always paper.
Damn it.
You will always beat Robert in rock, scissors, paper.
Yeah.
Guaranteed. Dan Ricciardo on the podcast.
Yes,
Did
you've
I mention
mentioned that.
Sebastian Vettel? I did.
You've mentioned Daniel.
Oh,
But we
Kimi?
can mention him again. He's a big driver.
Toto Wolff.
Toto Wolff.
Toto Wolff.
That's
on the
pretty
podcast.
exceptional.
I know.
On this podcast.
Yeah, like on this one. Which one are you thinking of?
Oh.
You're not thinking of Into Inuits.
Beyond the Grid. Oh,
I love that podcast.
you've heard that.
Yeah.
I thought I was the only person.
Canada's number 2 podcast.
Into Inuits.
Into Inuits.
Check it out. It's also the other podcast is Ice. Ooh, cold.
Ice Baby. That's cold. I love... I don't know if you've seen episode number 5, episode 5 on the podcast.
I
Into
subscribe
Inuits.
to it.
Yeah, with the canoe racing.
Canoes. How to club a seal.
Hilarious. Oh, I love that. Eating seal raw.
Narwhals. The difficulty of getting the horn off.
Yeah.
But you can also use it as a toothpick.
True. And the good news is, this podcast, effing 1, is number 3 in the Inuit area.
Yes, in the Inuit village.
Inuit reserve.
Yeah.
But hey, still very good. Very, very good.
Very good.
I believe we've got some awards to hand out, Luke.
We do.
We do. We have awards for the Qatar GP. What a great place for a race is Narang's catchphrase, but we'll use it for reference to Qatar.
You know, we'll lend it to them.
Yeah. I mean, if you could think of one place on the planet that doesn't deserve a GP, it's Qatar.
And Saudi Arabia.
And Saudi Arabia. Back to back, you don't deserve it.
And Melbourne.
Oh, Melbourne, they don't deserve anything.
You know what they deserve? A shitload of COVID.
A good dose of COVID in the anus. Right.
No, we take that back.
I'm gonna just.
You don't deserve COVID.
I think am I going this way? Which one am I? I don't even know what
You're
microphone
number 2.
Am I?
You've just turned your way up to 9.
Oh, don't do that. No, don't go 9. Oh, there we go. That's better. Thank you.
Sorry.
Sorry, no, I just
Have I turned myself down?
I don't really know what's happening. The levels. We need it. Well, you know what we need is a producer. This podcast needs a producer. Who's
How
that?
about now?
Yeah.
Is that me? That's me. I think you turned me up. You're 2.
Okay.
That's you there.
Oh, well, I think we do need more of you.
We're good now.
We need more volume on Luke.
No, you don't.
Pete,
You don't need a
Producer
9.
Pete, can we get more volume on Mike 2? Producer Pete?
That's too much.
Turn that down.
Way
That
too
is
much.
way fucking
Peter.
hot.
Peter, come on now.
Peter! Pete!
Fix your shit. Why are you fucking with it, Pete?
Pointer! Turn the fucking mic down!
We haven't touched the fucking dials. We never touched it. We found a happy medium, and all of a sudden, some cunt's fucking with it. Peter!
We found the perfect... And now, mine's not working. Is yours working?
Mine's working now.
Mine's not working. Mine's like a million miles away. Where am I?
That's not a bad thing.
Which mic is this on? Where am I? What's my name? Hello? Hey you. Test. Oh, that's me. What?
There you go.
Yeah, that's...
That's what I said.
I can't hear myself now. That's good. Yeah. No, that's Luke. Stop touching it. No, it's Peter. Peter, stop touching it.
All right, are we good?
Are we good? I can't hear myself.
We sound good.
Are we good?
You can't hear yourself.
Not really. Hello.
I can hear you.
Oh, can you?
Yeah.
Hello. Test 1 2. There we go. That's it. I think we're good.
Don't get any closer.
Should we cut that part out?
No, we're not cutting it out.
Producer Pete.
Don't cut that out.
Do not cut that out. That was gold. That was podcast gold.
Fucking Pete.
I get the feeling that this podcast is going really well. Should we do a mid-sell?
We haven't done awards yet.
I know.
We're nowhere near it.
But I feel like we need to lock down and talk about what's gone
this is like
right.
This is a 10th cell. Like we're not at the halfway
We're
point.
10th the way through.
It's like a morning tea.
Yeah.
We're a brunch cell.
Highlights definitely so far is the mic fiasco.
I did like the mic fiasco.
That's great. Awards, Luke.
Pete's been banished.
Peter has been banished from producing.
So there was a Grand Prix in Qatar. A new track, a track that MotoGP raced on. It's the first time F1's been on there.
Yes.
So a whole lot of new firsts in
Qatar.
In Qatar.
And then we've got first coming up in Saudi.
In Saudi Arabia.
A couple of firsts.
They've already had practice 1 and 2. I'm replaying practice 2 for you right now.
I'm enjoying it.
Hamilton won the race ahead of Verstappen and Fernando Alonso.
Oh, great to see him back on the
The
podium.
Fonz on the podium.
Fonzarelli.
Very happy about that. Hamilton got pole with a 1 minute 20.827, blitzing the field by nearly 0.6 of a second.
Yep.
And the first award, we're going to the it's one of the newer awards.
Oh, have we picked it up from producer Pete? Oh, good. There it is. Your shitter. This award is called
Your
shit. For the driver that just was really shit.
Yeah. And that's Mazepin.
He's hands down the shittest driver in Formula One.
He is.
Isn't
He's a bad weekend away from sealing the third championship.
He's a gold medalist shit.
He's a golden nugget.
And it's funny.
And he'll be back next year.
Oh, good.
He deserves
good.
his
He
spot.
deserves a spot. You know who doesn't deserve spots? F2 champions.
Would you say Oscar Piastri? He's got 2 races left.
He's
Or
miles
2
in front.
weekends left. I think he's got 2 races in each weekend.
Yeah, I don't think you really want the best young talent who's won, Formula Renault, Formula 3, Formula 2 in consecutive years. Never been done before.
If you look
Let's
at
not have him in Formula 1.
No, if you look at the drivers' standings, you'll see that Mazepin is 21st and last.
Yeah.
He's worse than Kubica, who raced for 1 race.
Yes. Yep.
And he has 1 arm.
He's got the one-armed man who raced 1 race.
Yep. He subbed in for Kimi Räikkönen when he was on COVID strike.
And he's done better
He was drunk.
than Mazepin has done the whole year.
Yep. The one-handed bandit. And he's probably saved a lot of money by not crashing as much as young Mazepin has.
Yeah.
But hey, if they're happy to sponsor the podcast, we will bring them
We
on.
will take the cash.
The next one is the Having a Crack Award.
Having a crack, Luke.
And it's to the driver who, had a real red-hot go.
Yep.
Didn't get the end result that they had thought or hoped for. So we'll send you a baggie of Nerang's finest crack to you in Saudi Arabia.
Yep.
And it's going to Sergio Perez.
Sergio.
He had a good crack.
He does like the crack.
He does.
He does. Mexican, they like to dabble.
Not all of them.
No. Most, Luke.
Like
most.
90%.
Find me a Mexican who doesn't.
It's true. I think if anyone has a bit of crack, they're going to enjoy it.
They're going to love it. You will love
I don't think
it.
anyone's come off crack and gone, "No, I didn't enjoy that."
Kids, if you get a chance, try it.
It can't be that bad. I'm sure. Same with heroin.
Oh,
And if you try the Narang heroin,
it's cut with baking soda and detergent.
It
but
cleans you
still,
out.
It cleans you right out.
and you feel so good.
You feel so refreshed.
You can chase that dragon for days.
You got that Omo freshness feeling through your veins.
Fresh.
So fresh.
The next award,
The UG.
you can choose whichever
Oh,
one you
okay.
want
Let's go UG E-Day Awards.
for being a waste of
For
time.
being a waste of space. There it is there.
Pete's,
Hand whittled.
Pete's whittled that.
Beautiful.
We're giving it to poor old bare-ass Bottas.
Yeah. Oh, God.
He got a puncture,
He's hopeless.
and he really struggled driving around with that puncture. There was a couple of punctures during the Grand Prix. Towards the end, they were running a little bit long and running along those curbs a little bit too much.
Yep.
And lo and behold, their fucking tyre blew up.
He's not a great driver, Luke. He's not a great driver.
You know what? They're going to really enjoy him at Alfa Romeo.
I'm so glad that he's going to be seat warming and wasting a spot for a young up-and-coming F2 champion. It's so great having someone who can't compete in a top-level car go to possibly the worst car and just do bugger all.
Yeah.
Refreshing.
Yeah.
Good on you. Pastor Maldonado Award, Luke.
Well, I'm
Done.
going to give it to the same man.
Oh,
Now, the reason being, with his puncture,
yep.
he was driving like it was fine. Like he drove the majority of the lap with his puncture, and then by going into turn 12, he properly sent it. Like he was braking just as late as he normally would. And of course he didn't make the corner. Of course he ran off, went into the gravel, and then brought those big fucking fuck-off gravels that were huge
Yep.
in Qatar. Probably a little bit too big for my liking. I like
Yeah.
a smaller pebble
You do.
on a runoff area of a Grand Prix.
You do.
What do you think, mate? You're not going to have, it's your front left, you're not going to have proper braking. And when you're doing a right-hand corner, you're not going to be able to fucking steer. Because all your weight goes to the left front because you're braking, all your inertia is going to the front. You can't turn, so
No.
don't do it.
Don't do it. Ridiculous.
But he's an idiot, so that's Pastor Maldonado Award straight to you.
That's 2 in a row. Can he get a hat-trick? Seems unlikely, considering the next award is the Lick It and Send It Award.
Well, he sure did send it into turn 12, but we're giving it to Fernando Alonso on Pierre Gasly lap 1.
Ooh, best overtaking
Great
manoeuvre.
move. Just
Yeah.
stuck it down there, stuck it around there,
Yep.
made it happen. Beautiful move.
Fantastic. The Effing One Podcast Award, Luke, making Formula One great. Who made Formula One great with distinguish?
Everyone. We're giving it to the Qatari curbs.
Yep.
If it wasn't for them, we
Good.
wouldn't have had those tyre blow-ups. We wouldn't have had Bottas going backwards. Bottas wouldn't have an award
That's true.
if it wasn't for that. But it made the drivers sort of keep off the curbs,
Yes.
stay on the grey stuff, and manage their tyres, which it was good. I like when you run off and there's like cars were being broken left, right, and centre, floors,
Yep.
everything was being front wings from, was it Sonoda or, and it was just carnage. I'm like,
Yeah,
well,
that's what you want.
Stay on the fucking track then.
That's what you want. There has to be a penalty for not staying on the track, Luke.
That's right.
Otherwise, what's the point? The next award, the Speckled Jim Award, Luke. The old Speckled Jim, the old 1, 2, 3. Your best efforts. Who got the 1, 2, 3 out there?
So the votes for the Speckled Jim medal, the winner will be adorned with the beautiful medal that Pete is currently making.
The old flaccid cock.
He's prominently in the middle of it with the Speckled Jim and F1 podcast
Yeah.
adorned around it. And the 3-2-1 votes, 3 votes goes to Alonso
Yeah.
for, of course, his fantastic drive into third place. Perez for his hard knockabout battle. He tried. That's just what
Yep.
what
Yep.
Speckled Jim would have done.
That's exactly
Would have
what I've
battled
done.
and got nowhere near where he wanted to go.
That was the beauty of Speckled Jim. Is Pete? Will he be modelling that award with a? Will he be popping a cast on the old on his Todger? Will he be fashioning the award
He'll actually be using
with
that.
a cast?
It'll be some form of. It'll be a mold. So we'll pour.
The mould on Peter.
Yeah, and then we'll pour the.
Is it
the,
hot mould? Is it a hot?
The mold will be cold,
Yeah.
but the metal we put in there
will be
form it will be piping hot.
piping hot. It has to be.
Yeah.
If it's going to be brass.
We don't want a really big award. That's why we chose Pete. So we want the smallest award, and having a cold mold makes it even smaller.
Even smaller.
We're going to actually attach his little bag to it as well.
Oh, that's nice.
Tiny little testicles.
Yeah, beautiful.
They're
beautiful.
cute.
Yeah.
It's like a 3-year-old purse. You know, a little purse that you give them, they'll chuck a couple of cents in there, they think they're fucking the richest cunt they know.
Like a little satchel.
Yeah.
Like a little satchel fashioned into a cock.
That's Pete's nutsack and balls.
Oh, I love it. That's really
The
clever.
little clip at the top,
Yes.
that's his penis.
Oh, the little clip.
Yeah.
That's
The Green
cool.
Award?
Have we not done the Green Award?
We have not done the Green.
The Green Award for lowering the carbon footprint, looking after the environment, Luke.
The only way I know that we haven't done it is because no one got one. I'm not giving it to anyone.
Good.
No one worth mentioning.
No one deserved
You all
it.
wasted your carbon, you killed the environment, and now 10 pygmy otters have had respiratory illnesses.
Oh, my God.
Thanks to the increase of carbon for everyone coming near close to finish the Grand Prix. Not good enough.
No. Not good enough.
Think about the pygmy otters.
Yes, the endangered pygmy otter.
They're endangered now.
Yep.
It's 10 now with fucking asthma.
Yep.
That's what Speckled Jimmys have too. Asthma.
Yep. And that little ventil inhaler did nothing. Absolutely Thanks a lot, Doc. Doctor's orders.
Didn't help him at all.
Ridiculous. But can little otters use an inhaler? Can they get their little fingers around the puffer?
No, they got a ventilator.
Ventilator?
Yeah, it's a little thing that goes over their mouth.
Over the
and nose
mouth and nose. They sleep with it.
and just pumps the chemicals in with it.
Good.
Yeah. It also cures their sleep apnea.
Yeah, which is handy.
A lot of pygmy otters have sleep apnea. They lay on their back
Yeah.
and whenever you're on your back, you start to snore real bad.
Yes.
But when the pygmies get on their back,
That's
that's the issue. They'll
that's
just
the
wake
problem.
up.
Yeah, because they've got that lower jaw problem. Isn't it? The lower jaw is the overbite, isn't it? It's like,
'Cause they're always chewing shit,
yeah.
leaning on their lower jaw, and
It's a hard life being an otter, mate.
yeah.
Not
and
easy.
especially being an otter's dentist,
And
an
like
orthodontist.
it's slim pickings when there's only 10 otters. You know,
I've got 10 that have respiratory illnesses anyway.
not every day an otter comes into a surgery, into the otter specialist, to get their
a
overbite
filling?
checked out. Get a filling? Yeah, sure.
Get some braces.
Yep. Who's next? Anyone on the waiting list?
No.
Anyone outside nurse? No.
They're all dead.
They're all
We've exhausted that avenue of stupidity.
Oh, the Caviar Cup, Luke. The Caviar. Oh, I love the Caviar Cup. It's the billionaire boys.
Yep.
Daddy's bought them a team. Ooh, That was a big lightning strike, Luke.
Yeah, we've got a storm in the area.
Got a storm coming out this
I'm
way.
trying to take photos. I'm concerned that my camera might be wet by now.
Whoa. That was a big one.
That's thunder.
That's thunder.
In about a minute, I'll be able to find out exactly where that struck. But anyway,
Yes.
the Caviar Cup. There's only one man that finished ahead of his teammate, one of the billionaire boys. And it was Lance Stroll. Congratulations, Lance Stroll. You get a 1 point to your Caviar Cup after finishing ahead of Sebastian Fingerboy Vettel.
Is Lance red hot favourite for
Yeah.
the Caviar Cup?
Yeah.
Seems like he's got it wrapped up, hasn't
Yeah,
he?
Mazepin
Mazepin, no chance.
and Latifi.
And Latifi's
are
got
a
no
bit
chance.
shit.
They're pretty
Like
shit.
Latifi's got 7 points this year. It's the first time he's ever scored a point,
Yep.
and but he's a fair.
But Lance can kind of drive. He can kind of keep it on the road, which is a big benefit when you're driving.
Yeah, just watching practice, and it looked like Sebastian Vettel was just blocking Lando Norris into turn one.
Yep.
The driver of the day that the people of the world voted on was Fernando Alonso. Fastest lap went to Max Verstappen with 1 minute 23.196. The fastest pit stop, Red Bull Racing, 2.19 seconds. Now the tips. It got interesting.
Oh, tips, Luke.
Got interesting this week. Or last week.
It's always interesting, Luke.
Is it?
Very.
All right.
Who's winning? How am I going? Am I in there?
You're
Am I in the top 20?
4, 5, 6, 7, 7th.
Hey, top 10.
Yeah.
I'm in the top 10, mate.
Yeah.
Pretty impressive.
Pete 6th. Marcus, he's 5th.
Yep.
And it's getting close. I had a good weekend. I got 17.
Jeez. Well done.
Jimmy, Marcus 14, Pat 15, Cliff 16. So we have Pat Foley on 271 points. Cliff on 272 points.
Oh, my gosh.
Jimmy and myself now tied. I caught Jimmy. I didn't think I'd be able to catch him on 274 points. Got 2 races to go, all to play
Wow.
for.
What's that? Only 3 points separating the top 4?
Top 4, yeah.
This is on. This is like Verstappen Hamilton doubled
Yep.
with a race to go, with 2 races to go. Like, tantalising.
Exciting times.
Gee whiz, getting serious. What's the prize again? What's first prize for the tipping comp? Do we have a first prize? We got a little prize pack, Luke.
Yeah.
We got a whole stuff of prize pack in there.
What are you going to send them?
We got a whole bunch of stuff, Luke.
All right.
I got a t-shirt. We got a t-shirt. We got a hat.
T-shirt
We got
and
a
a hat?
t-shirt. Yeah. It's not F1 podcast.
That's just,
Oh, it's got nothing to do with F1. It's just a random.
yeah. Mum bought me a T-shirt for my birthday this year that I haven't
didn't-
worn.
you didn't want
I've
it.
still got the tags on it.
Yeah.
I'll send that over.
And we're texturing F1 on it on top of the. On
At the
hat.
back.
At the back of the cap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can do that. Anything else? Any other prizes you're going to make up?
I've got a couple of work stuff that I can throw in there from Replica. I've got a Replica shirt and hat I can throw in there.
Really?
Yeah. You'll like that. It's all black. It's all got the very, very cool.
Ooh.
very
Is it
cool
black on
logo.
black?
It's black on white.
Oh.
Yeah. Guess what we're going to do right now? Talk to this man, Robert Kubica.
Oh, fantastic.
I love this guy. Robert Kubica. He's hand in the paddock. He's got his fingers very close to the big drivers.
He's got his fingers close to everything.
Yes, very close.
In and out of everything.
In and out of everything. Should we play the jingle?
Yes.
Let's do it. Geen in the park. Geen in the park. It's geen in the park. With Robert Kubica. Robert Kubica. Hey. Hey. Oh, I love it. Hey. Hello, fellas. Are you okay?
Yep.
Sounds like you're in the middle of a storm. Are you in the middle of a storm? I can hear thunder in the background. Are you okay?
That's producer Pete. He had a big curry.
Big good producer Peter.
So he's got thunder down under.
I see. Very funny. He's a very good producer Peter. A very nice guy.
He's a nice guy.
He is a very nice man.
But as a producer,
Oh, terrible.
he's about
Terrible producing.
He's the Nikita Mazepin of
He
producers.
is terrible.
He will probably touch you on the ass
Yes.
several times. He calls it security,
Yes, of course.
but
He's not a
he
very...
tries to do his own little COVID test.
He
which
does.
You
He
kind
likes
of have
to
to shoo away.
COVID test and he's always
'Cause he
throwing
never
his own finger.
No, he never tastes it.
No.
Never tests it.
But I think he's got worms.
Yes, he does.
That's why his finger's always in his own anus.
He does scratch down there quite
He
a
has
bit.
the
and
worms.
he's got a brown mark on the carpet
Yes.
here that he's constantly
Yes.
wearing down.
Yes, I met him once. We went out for drink. We have had the shots.
Hmm.
We had the vodka shots. A very funny guy.
Funny.
Can talk you on the table.
He really can. He's a chatty man.
Chatty man. Chatty man. I've been very busy, fellas. Very busy.
What
in
have you been up to?
COVID testing on the everybody in the paddock, in the paddock,
I
in the
heard
paddock.
you got a positive COVID test from
Yes.
Williams team principal,
Yes, I forgot his name. The Williams chief boss.
Jos Capito.
Yes, I already forgot his name. Jos Capitos.
Well, you don't really see the front of him.
No, I only see when they come to me. Look.
It's just a window, like a drive-through window, with their ass out the thing.
Yes, look, that's right. It is they are in a mobile van, and I am sitting in the little box, and the window.
Do you have like a headphone and a microphone?
Yes, I have a face mask and microphone. I say, next, please, next, and then drive past window, stop, pair of buttock.
You don't know who it is.
No idea.
Except when it's Lewis.
Well,
It's,
because they do this so that I don't know who it is in case I'm biased. I think the word you say in English, bias.
yes, there was concern after Kimi Räikkönen missed that race that it was because of you
Yes, of
being
course.
the COVID tester thought you'll get in the car if you say he's positive.
Yes, well, if I know it is Kimi Räikkönen coming for the test, I would always say he is positive because I hate the cunt. I fucking hate Kimi Räikkönen. But this way, I just see buttock straight in, straight out, straight into the nostrils,
I always love the reenactment you give me.
and then I lick. I test.
Feels like I'm there.
Nope, this one is okay. Next, please. And then the next buttock
car comes
come
up.
to window. Yes, yes, very good system. Very nice.
Can you tell, like outside of Lewis,
Yes, can you tell from the buttock?
yeah. Like in Saudi Arabia, this is the way you're doing it. You
Yes.
have to do the drive-through window style.
Yes, yes. Well, I'm not sure because all I know is I've always seen a very similar asshole. One is like every second asshole is the same, and I can only assume it's Sebastian Vettel.
Who's got the hairiest asshole?
The hairiest? Well, let's see. Look, this is the thing. I don't know who is behind the hairy ass. There is one in the paddock. It's basically like trying to insert your finger into a bear. You try to find a little bit of pink, and it's just hairy. I try to find the moisture. I try to find something wet to put my finger in. Do you have any idea who it might be? Who is the hairiest person on the grid?
Oh,
Who would you say has got the hairy asshole?
it's got to be Carlos Sainz, I reckon.
Carlos Sainz. Of course, he's Spanish. Now that I know
Or
this.
Lance Stroll.
Lance Stroll, yes, of
Got a
course.
big
Lance
full
Stroll.
head of hair.
He has he must have hairy anus. What can I do to find out? It must be some kind of way that I can. Maybe when I insert the finger, I say, "Does Daddy like this now? Did Daddy buy you Tim? You like this?" Maybe, I don't know. Make some joke about Daddy. I don't know. Yes, very good system.
There's a way to
It's
do it.
very good system. Look, I very much like the system in Saudi Arabia, but I was there's always some lady in a full burqa. Every time I come out of my cubicle for the testing, there's a lady in full burqa. She's wanting a test. And the black burqa, she just has a little, the slit at the eyes, a little slit on the eyes. All I can see is the eyes. Very.
And you have to test her as well?
She has a very strange German accent, I think, and is always hello, Arabian pizza. I am a German lady. No, I'm not German. I'm from Saudi Arabia. Please test me. I might have a COVID. This is what she says.
Yeah.
But she sounds like she's from Germany.
Huh.
And
weird.
okay, no problem. Here we go. Lift up the cape.
Cape.
Insert, test. You're fine. Off you go. And then she walk away. And then at the end, she make this funny laughing thing, like ha ha ha, ha like this.
I have no idea who that could be.
No. Sebastian Vettel, maybe?
No.
No.
That'd be silly.
No.
He wouldn't do that.
He would not.
Culturally inappropriate.
He would not be lining up for a COVID test every 2 minutes.
No.
No.
You might have the confused.
I'm very
Some of them wear the
confused.
same kit over there, so
Yeah,
you wouldn't know.
correct. Look,
I think all Saudis sound like a German man.
all Saudi women sound like a German man.
Yeah.
Squealing and yes,
Squeak.
very squealy. Yes. So this has been fun, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Robert.
I should go and do something now.
All right.
But should I test someone else now?
No.
No? Okay. Oh, there's a lady here.
No.
Full burqa.
I'll leave you.
I'll insert my finger in this lady. Hello, it's you again. Would you like a test?
Yes, please. It's me. I'm not a German lady. I'm actually from Saudi Arabia. Please insert your finger in my anus.
Okay. Definitely, so. Definitely Saudi Arabia lady. I put my finger in your anus. Okay, bye, guys. I got you. I just got to put my finger in this lady's anus. Here we go. That was
Cavernous.
Robert Kubica. Oh, he's good, isn't he? He's very good at his job, Luke.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. We've got some big names on this podcast.
Oh,
that was one. That was a big one right there.
Yeah, we've
Robert
got more.
Kubica. We got more.
It's not just Robert Kubica.
Who else is coming up, Luke?
Our hand in the paddock. The gammy hand in the paddock.
The gammy hand. Who else is coming up? We got
Sebastian Vettel.
Sebastian Vettel, 3-time world champion. Dan
Four-time world champion.
4-time world champion. Can't believe that. Didn't deserve one of them. Should have been Mark Webber.
Should have been.
Should have got 3
Should
in a
have
row.
been.
Fucking 3 in a row he could have won. Guess who else is coming up, Luke?
Who?
Dan Ricciardo.
Yes.
The Aussie legend is on the
I'm
phone.
hard.
Producer Peter has assured me that he's on hold. And we'll be chatting to the man any moment now. Dan Ricciardo.
Should we do him now?
Well, we did have that other thing we need to do first.
Yeah.
Let's do that thing first.
All right.
Then we'll get straight to Dan.
Okay.
We're not going to hold him up any longer because he has been too many times held up and has been frustrated. We're not going to leave
No.
a big
Won't do that
name
again.
like that just hanging on.
No.
It just seems silly, so we won't do that. But what we do have to do is news from the Australian GP, Luke. The Monaco of the Gold Coast, as the NIIIIGHT GP is known as.
Yeah.
And all guns are blazing. We are ready to rock and roll and submit the entry for 2023. 2022 doesn't seem likely.
No.
As they've already come out with the schedule.
No, I asked for clarification on the Singapore date.
Yeah.
And they said that's actually going to Singapore.
Which seems weird to me.
I was like, why?
Why would you put it in Singapore?
Why do that?
I know.
Why put our drivers through that kind of hellish environment?
Humidity, Luke. 90% humidity. Always 31 degrees.
Swamp ass.
Swamp up.
Drivers losing 5 kilos per race.
Right. Where?
This isn't the kind of environment for a Grand
No,
Prix.
it's not. But Nerang,
Oh,
by the Nerang, the mighty Nerang River. Oh, with the recreational drugs, with the prostitution,
yep.
with the nude section, Luke, that we've got set up on the
Yes.
hill.
It's not only this recreational drugs. Most of Nerang is heavily medicated daily.
Yes.
So it's a way of life, their drugs. It's
Yep.
not just for recreation.
No,
it's how they get up and out of bed.
It's ADHD medication. It's, schizophrenia. It's all the things.
All forms of psychosis.
Yep.
Now, which leads me on to our latest update, and just to let the people know about Nerang and what's happening there, because
What's
I know
happening?
everyone wants to know what's going on in the fine suburb of Nerang,
Beautiful.
the Monaco of the Gold Coast, as you said before.
Yep.
Nerang has had its first confirmed COVID
Oh,
site.
Really?
So someone who's had COVID has actually been to Nerang. Don't know why they were there.
okay.
Probably for drugs.
Undoubtedly.
There's nothing else in Nerang. They're not going there for the Grand Prix. It's not there yet.
No.
But they've had their first contact tracing site
Okay.
in Nerang.
Okay.
Joke's on them. Now, as we all know, Nerang is the epicenter and the hub for all new and old diseases.
Yes.
Now, if you have a disease, a virus, anything that's probably come from not a Wuhan lab in
No.
China,
No.
it's come from Nerang. It's
Chances
come
are
from the streets of Nerang.
COVID originally came from Nerang.
100%.
Yep.
And all the people in Nerang have the necessary antibodies because they've all had it.
Yep. It's the bats. Luke, there are a lot of dirty bats
They eat bats.
in Nerang.
They fuck bats.
Yep.
And they put bats into bats is also used as a form of insulation in the roofing there.
Correct. Very, very, very good for insulation.
So, Nerang, if you just name a disease, name a virus, name anything.
Scoliosis.
Nerang.
That's Nerang. Nerang
Yep.
has got it
Everyone
in
has
spades. Everyone's
Bad
got-
posture.
yeah.
And they're,
That's more of a hereditary thing, isn't it?
it's all been bred from
From
Nerang.
Nerang.
Yep, and
Yep.
if you know anyone who's got scoliosis, you look back at their family tree,
They've been in Nerang.
probably in Nerang.
Yeah. It's all located back to Nerang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of the family trees in Nerang are straight lines.
Yes.
There's no branches that come off, so it could be a cousin of
Yep.
someone. And yes, but and name another one.
Excessive testicular papules.
Definitely Nerang. Definitely
That's the
Nerang.
little pimples on your
your
scrope
junk.
on your bag.
Yeah, on your
Yeah.
purse.
Yep.
On your man
if
purse.
you suffer from
This sounds like a
testicular
personal thing.
papules, go
It's
see a
the
doctor.
second time you've mentioned papules in
Papules in a podcast. Papules in a podcast.
Maybe we should start a papule podcast.
We need. I think.
Get rid of this effing one bullshit and talk about papules.
I don't think anyone's interested in Formula One anywhere near as much as they are our papules.
Scrotal papules.
Scrotal
Papules.
papules. This is the podcast you come to get papule advice. I'm a first time caller, long time listener. I'm suffering from papules.
You sound
What
like a
do I-
lady.
What do I
You
do?
don't have a scrotum.
Yes, I've just got a little tiny ball bag.
She has papules of the anus.
Yes.
I think you'll find there herpes.
Yeah.
Go
Madam,
on,
what you need to do on the Papule podcast is to
Send us a photo.
send us a photo. Give it a squeeze.
Oh,
See, this is a podcast that could really take off, Luke.
this could
This could-
trigger someone's gag reflex.
We
right
might
now. We
actually-
could be on a free trip. Who's got a weak stomach? Which country's got a weak stomach? Finland.
The weakest stomach? Oh, those Finns are pretty weak, aren't they? Gee, the Finns are weak. Who else are weak? What's another weak-ass country?
Italy.
Italy. No, wait. I got it. You'll love this one. France.
Ah,
The French.
those cheese-eating
Does it
surrender
get
monkeys.
any weaker? Does it get any more pathetic
No,
than the French?
no.
With their baguettes and their delicious croissants
Oh, even their pastry's flaky.
and the pain de chocolats.
Speaking of flakes, Adam Ifland, everyone.
There we go. Anyway, the French. Now, there's another good podcast. Things we hate about the French.
It'll be a long one.
It's a long podcast.
You could never run out of material on why we hate the French.
It would be a long podcast.
Yeah, just a one-off, one podcast.
Yeah, just one.
That goes for about 13 hours.
Yeah, a 13-hour podcast.
No piss breaks. We have to sit
Actually,
in adult diapers.
The English.
Oh, they
Wet.
whinge.
Wet and pathetic. My God. Is there anything
There's only-
more sad than an English person?
Oh, complaining, whinging.
Especially when they're talking Formula One.
Oh,
God, those Formula One podcasts. Oh, my goodness.
fucking weak.
Oh, but I mean,
Weak chin.
a rich reservoir of information. Don't get me wrong. I mean, they have got their finger on the pulse, but boring as batshit.
Yep, dull.
Very dull. But thanks for the update from the Narang GP, Luke.
Yeah, everyone in Narang is fine.
Everyone's fine. There's
no scare.
Once one person in Narang has COVID, guaranteed by the next morning, they've all got it.
It's an exposure site. If they tested other sites,
Yeah.
it'd be riddled with it. They all lick windows down there.
Yep.
They've all got it.
Yep. They all.
They have a window licking roster.
Yes.
Each family does a different restaurant, different shopping centre,
Yes.
and it's how they keep Narang.
Yes.
It's got a glisten about it.
Oh, it
That
does.
salivaral glisten.
It's got a glisten. Narang.
Is that the first time anyone's ever used the word
glisten on this podcast?
salivaral?
Salivaral.
Salivaral.
Filament.
There you
Filament
go. Put that in Webster's dictionary.
Yeah.
Heard it here first.
Say that at least once today in passing with someone.
Yeah. Let's get this word trending
Yep.
on Reddit.
You've got to put it in a sentence sometime today. A salivaral
Is
filament.
there another storm coming?
Yeah, I think there is, mate. We're not.
Hasn't stopped.
I don't know how we can concentrate on this quality podcast with so much shenanigans outside. There's wind, there's lightning.
It's flashes.
And you know the thing about you, Luke?
Me.
The thing about you, if there's lightning within 50 kilometres, you are like a dog with a bone.
Oh,
Your ears pop, your hairs, look at the hairs on your arm right now. Look at those little hairs
On
on your
edge.
arm. They're on edge.
Yeah.
You get this storm chaser look in your eye.
I don't. Listen, I'm nearly 40. That happens next year.
Yep.
And I don't need a blue pill to keep my dick hard.
No.
I just need a storm.
You need a storm. Yep. You're a single man who lives with another single man with very few hobbies except for chasing a storm
Chasing storms and getting hard.
and rubbing one off in the car.
Sometimes, if I get a good shot,
Yeah.
I'll just go, oh, I might as well reward myself.
That shot
It's important to reward yourself.
That shot is worthy of a reward.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. It's a good one.
Ah, here we go, Luke. That was a good shot.
I actually bought a new Fitbit watch.
Which one? Which hand did you use?
And it
that
tracks
one?
your steps. I
Oh.
did 10,000 steps. Didn't get off the seat.
The other arm? Not so many.
Oh, no. This is my weak arm.
10,000 less.
This is my shaft hand.
It's a shaft.
That's my ball hand.
It's time for a mid-sell, Luke. What a podcast. What a podcast. Been so many highlights.
Has
Narang, COVID,
Narang.
papules,
The microphone issue.
microphone. I want to go back and listen to that part.
Oh, we will. So
That
I'm
was-
not cutting that out.
That was gold. Still to come, though, Luke. Dan Ricardo
Yes.
is on this podcast.
Come on.
Yes, Toto Wolff is on the podcast. Sebastian Vettel. Oh, my God. But it's time now to have a look at, is it Luke's rant before we get into Saudi Arabia? Do you have a Luke's rant this week? What has been getting in your grill?
There hasn't been a lot of things that have gotten up my grill.
Really?
Yeah, I got a lot off my chest last one.
You did get a lot off your chest, Luke.
The honourable mentions, though,
Oh, yes.
it's going to Fernando Alonso.
Oh, good.
The man drove, and I listened to his radio conversations. They had it on YouTube on the F1 channel. There's other channels that have all the radios from all the drivers, but I want to particularly listen to the Fonz. And as very interesting his communications and how he was kept abreast, and he was urging, you heard it in the telecast,
Yep.
he was urging Esteban Ocon to keep Perez behind for as long as he can. He goes, fight like a lion.
Yes.
Esteban really didn't do much of a lion's job. He kept him busy for a couple of corners,
He's a Frenchman.
and then he surrendered.
The old white flag came out.
He did try. He tried on corners where I'm like, no, dude, you're not going to make it up in there.
Yeah.
He was just more of a nuisance.
Yeah.
But he didn't hold him up for multiple laps like Alonso did to Hamilton in Hungary when Esteban Ocon won the race. As we all know, if Alonso didn't hold Hamilton up, for sure he would have won that race instead of Ocon, which would have been a great damn shame.
Good. He's in the sweet spot, isn't he, Alonso, at the moment? He's in a little sweet spot.
He's happy. He's got a decent car. He can fight, and I think that's the important thing. At McLaren, he couldn't fight.
No.
He couldn't fight anyone under blue flags.
No. And he is waiting for the regulation changes next year, because you never know. They might just pull out. It's possible that Renault or Alpine could pull out a master stroke and do it. That's why he's going to stick around for one more year.
Anyone
just
can do
in
it.
case.
No, he's going to do 2 more years.
Is he going to do 2 years?
He's like, he wants a couple more years.
Well, you know what that does? That says to me, Oscar Piastri,
Yeah.
2 years watching by the sidelines in Formula One after winning, like no one's ever done it before, winning Renault, Formula 3, Formula 2.
Yeah.
That's great. That's great. Keep the best talented drivers out of Formula One.
Well, Guan Yu Zhou is part of the Renault Driver Academy. And I dare say, and with my previous...
Are you saying that Oscar's going to get offered a seat somewhere else?
Yes. But it will still be under Renault contract, which I do think that Williams will go to Renault at some point when Renault show that, or Alpine, when they show that the Renault engine is decent, Williams will switch over, do the Williams Renault like they did in the 90s.
Old school, baby.
Williams Renault.
With the old camel colour scheme, the old blue and,
the
yellow.
Rothmans.
Oh, with the moustache.
Yeah.
Nigel.
Yeah.
Oh, the Nigel days.
Then you can put Piastri in that one.
Can Piastri grow a moustache like that?
Of course, it might take him a while. He doesn't look like he's got a face that can handle a mustache. Like in terms of his genetic testosterone levels.
I don't know if it's that
He
high.
might have to take some pills
I doubt whether
to
he's going to...
sprout some on that chest.
Can anyone grow a Mansell mustache? Well, probably.
Well, maybe Daniel could.
Daniel definitely could.
Daniel could do a Hitler mustache.
Yeah, he could.
No one really does a
not
Hitler
Not
anymore.
advised.
No one does a good Hitler anymore.
No, it's a shame. It's a dying breed, the old Hitler mustache.
Yeah. And the name. No one's called Adolf anymore.
That's a shame, isn't it?
They just changed it
It's
to
like-
Dolph. Dolph Lundgren.
Yeah.
Oh, we know it's Adolf. Come
yeah.
on now.
Still lots of Jesuses, though, isn't there? Lots of Jesus floating around.
Yeah.
That doesn't seem like a
But
taboo.
he wasn't a bad person.
He was a good guy.
Yeah.
He was the anti-Hitler,
Yeah.
wasn't he? He was the good
He's
Hitler.
quite the opposite.
Yeah, still very judgy.
Yeah. Oh, very. Especially
Like
his dad.
Hitler.
Oh,
So judgy.
preachy and judgy.
Oh, man. Just...
Don't hear the end of it.
And also still very big on genocide.
Huge. And who talks to a burning bush?
I feel like we're
Wait
getting
a
into
minute.
we should let's
We
get
should
out
try
of
this on our other podcast.
This is the other podcast.
Bible bashing.
Yeah. The other one's
With Adam
called,
and Luke.
It's called Jesus versus Hitler. Which was the real bad guy?
It's a crime podcast.
Who was worse?
We actually had
dear.
one of our great listeners.
Can we delete that? Can we go back?
What part of it?
The whole thing, the whole hour. Go back.
Pete is our producer.
Let's start again.
We
Pete.
both know that he's not editing shit.
No, he's just look at him sitting back drinking a daiquiri.
But what we do have
Playing
is
with his tiny
I had a
testicles.
lovely message from Jimmy, and he pointed out that he has, we're in his top 5 listened podcast on Spotify. You know, people chucking up their Spotify stats on social media. You
Yeah.
wouldn't. You don't have social media.
No, I don't, mate.
But they do have, everyone's putting up their top 5 podcasts, their
Yeah.
top 5 songs,
Yes.
what kind of
What they have
genre
for
they
dinner,
listen
what they have for
to.
lunch, what are
Yes.
they wearing.
That's
Yeah,
right. And
love
we
it.
were number 2.
Is that right?
Yes.
Is
we
that
were
right?
number 2.
Yeah, we were.
Yeah.
There you go.
Pretty good.
That's brilliant.
Might be the only person who listens to us consistently. The Foley boys. Thankfully, they don't listen in the same household. That'd be weird. They're both grown men.
Yeah. Be like you and producer Pete.
Yeah. He doesn't listen to the
That's
podcast.
weird. No, why would he? He's not listening to it now. He's producing the fucking
You
thing,
know what he's
and he's not
doing?
even listening to it.
He's looking up COVID statistics.
He's looking at
reading 177-page
He sure is.
documents.
He is.
He's
and-
dedicated.
And papules.
Oh, yeah. He's got to bring, when
Penile
we start
papules.
our Papule podcast,
Penile papules.
that he'll have all the statistics that we'll need to keep the listeners informed on the Papule podcast.
Any fact that you could ever think of about
Which
penile papules?
In the off-season, that could be, maybe a one-off get-together Papule podcast.
I think so.
We could just
I think
talk
it's
about papules.
I think it's a wonderful idea. And we,
Ring up random people, ask them about their papules.
oh, that's a great idea.
Don't tell them.
If they've got them, if they...
Do you know about papules? Would you like to talk about papules?
Check it out now if you wouldn't mind. Have
Yeah,
a little
Could you send us a photo of your papules?
have a little look.
Yeah,
Yep.
papule.
Here's a
podcast.
remedy. Let's fix it up for you right
Just
now.
a bit of saliva.
Yep.
Rub it in.
Mm-hmm.
Don't rub it for too long.
No, I like that. Maybe we could have Mrs. Luke, your mum. She could be
Oh,
a,
she's got papules.
she could have a feature part
When
on
I
the
exited
Papule podcast.
my mother,
Yep.
I did notice some
On the way out. Yep. On her penile papule
Region.
Yeah, of course you did. Mrs. Luke, I can't wait to see
What a wonderful woman.
what kind of spread she's bringing.
Oh, let's not talk about spread after
No,
that.
not after that. But she normally does bring a delicious edible food spread.
She has. It'll be here in minutes.
Can't wait for that. Because right now it's time to head into the Saudi Arabia GP, Luke. Let's have a little look at it. Let's have a little preview. And as is tradition here at FE1 Podcast, Luke, we like to celebrate the customs. We like to celebrate the culture of the host peoples. Out of respect, this podcast is nothing but respectful of different cultures, except if you go back 2 minutes ago when we were talking about Jesus and Hitler. Maybe don't.
No, that was fine.
That's
I think
fine.
as we were ripping on France.
Oh, yeah, and the French. Oh, and penile papules.
And English.
And small penises. Oh, and the Brits.
Nothing wrong with a
Have
small
we,
penis.
have we not offended any... Is there someone that we haven't offended so far in this?
Those damn long penis people.
Suffice to say, we've been very nice to the finish this week. We normally roast the finish
Yeah.
with their
we
pickled
did
fish.
mention they're a little bit soft.
We did.
But that's purely Bottas's fault.
They got off pretty light, I reckon, this week.
Just before we step in, I'm just going to...
Oh, sorry.
We're just aware at the start of this the Saudi Grand Prix. I just want to pay tribute
Please,
to
Luke.
Sir Frank Williams, who sadly passed away at the ripe old age of 79.
Yes.
He, as we all know, he had a spinal cord injury from a road accident in 1986, which left him in a wheelchair. He started his foray in F1 in 1969 before starting up Williams Grand Prix Engineering. And in 1977, they've won 7 driver titles, 9 constructor titles. Nowhere near doing that at the moment with their shit car. But as a tribute,
Yes.
if you're listening to this podcast and you happen to have a spare wheelchair at home or you're sitting in one, what I want you to do is put it outside, outside the house.
Yeah.
Just to pay tribute, take a photo of it.
Yeah.
Hashtag F1 podcast.
Yeah.
Hashtag chairs out for Frank.
Cheers out for Frank.
So leave your wheelchairs out there.
Yeah.
You can get them later. You don't need them right now.
No.
Yeah, just pop them out there as a tribute to the great
Yeah.
Sir Frank Williams and
Great.
his contribution to Formula One.
Great man. Wonderful man. And a great collection of Nazi memorabilia. He had one of the biggest collection of Nazi memorabilia.
Did he?
Secret Nazi.
Not many people knew that.
Not
I didn't.
unusual fact, but now that he's dead, we can tell people.
Thanks to our stat man, Peter Takamatsu.
Producer Pete. He knows all about Nazis.
He is.
He is one.
Just never ask Pete for a high five.
No, because it's very high and straight. High and
High.
straight. High.
Why are we going on the Nazis?
As
then?
is tradition, Luke, after that wonderful dedication.
What are we wearing?
Yes, respecting the host race and the people, the features of the lovely country that is Saudi Arabia. We love Saudi Arabia. We do this by dressing up in the traditional outfits of the respected country, peoples, in admiration for the people of Saudi Arabia. We love the Saudis. Lovely people. Very friendly. And it makes perfect sense to dress up for a podcast. We love dressing up. We love dressing down, but mostly dressing up in respect for the culture of the host race. And as it is Saudi Arabia, this week, Luke, you have your outfit, which is arriving now via Producer Pete. Thank you, Producer Pete. And here it is here. if you wouldn't mind.
I don't think he ironed it.
No, he did not. Pop that on if you wouldn't mind, please. Yep. You are wearing a paper bag full of cash. Very, very Saudi. It's a very Saudi thing to wear.
I'm glad I wasn't covered in oil.
It is oil money. It is oil money.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, no, you're fine with that.
Do I have to give these back?
No. But it's. I don't think it's Aussie dollars or
That's
American
okay.
dollars.
What is it?
I think it's Cambodian, or is it Vietnamese?
Dong?
Dong. Yeah. I am wearing my Bangladeshi migrant worker outfit.
Oh.
My slave labour uniform.
You're not going home, are you?
It's a Hessian sack. No.
It's a lovely sack.
I'm going to die on the job. I'm dying on this job. I feel like this podcast is slightly dying since we've started the last hour. I think an hour we've been slowly.
Hour?
We started strong. An hour later, we're slowly dying.
No. I still believe we're going strong. I haven't hit the cliff where my voice starts to dip.
That's true. There is a moment where your
You
voice dips.
look at the voice audio at the start of the podcast and where our energy levels are, and then you look at it towards the end.
Yeah.
We're running at about a third.
The last half an hour is like a murmur, isn't
Yeah.
it? It's just like us.
Fuck it.
Oh, fuck. What are we still doing? We still talking? Yeah, so great to be wearing wonderful outfits. Thank you, Producer Pete, for organising these hand-whittled outfits for the Saudi Arabia GP. Tell us about the track, Luke. It's brand new. Never had a race here before. Fresh bitumen.
It's a fast one. It's a fast track. It's 6.174, the second longest distance of a track.
Yes.
In Formula One after Spa. 50 laps of the Grand Prix. First Grand Prix is this year. 308.45 kilometre distance. There is 3 DRS zones.
Yes.
Excessive DRS zones.
a lot.
They've got one that starts in the middle of turn 20.
Jesus.
Goes through turn 21. Breaking down in turn 22. Then the next one is between turn 24 and 25. It goes through 26 and stops down into 27. And then out of 27. 27 corners at the Saudi Arabia Jeddah street circuit. The Jeddah Corchin circuit. Don't know what that means. But 308.45 kilometre race distance. Now the tyres they're using this weekend, I got them written down. They are the C2, C3, C4, so the middle compounds.
Yep.
It's a street race, so they went a little bit softer
Yep.
than they did the previous race in Qatar. The weather is 22 to 32, warm,
Wow, warmish.
but it's a night race. It's going to be fine. There's not a cloud in sight.
What's the temperatures like overnight, Luke, at the Jeddah circuit? Similar to daytime?
22.
22?
22.
Still pretty warm.
It is warm.
Yeah.
And 32 degrees.
Okay.
During the day, but it is an evening race. It is they say it's the only night race on the calendar. That's there is the Bahrain Grand Prix.
Yes.
There is the Qatar Grand Prix, and there is the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, which all happen at night, but the race time starts when it's twilight.
Yes.
So there's a little bit of light still in the air. So they're technically right. And they've got some strange times for the start. It's not at your traditional o'clock. It's at 1:30.
That's weird. Why they do that, Luke?
Don't know. But the race times, if you're interested,
Yes, please. I'd love to know.
they are 6:30 a.m. for New Zealand, 3:30 a.m. for us.
Jesus, Luke. Could it get any worse? It's pretty bad.
Victoria, New South Wales, Tasmania, all of those with daylight savings on the east coast is 4:30 a.m. West Australia, 1:30 a.m. Ho Chi Minh City, 12:30 a.m. Kathmandu, 11:15 p.m. Finland, 7:30 p.m. Stockholm, 6:30 p.m. London, Lisbon, Timbuktu, 5:30 p.m. New York, 12:30 in the afternoon. Nice lunchtime.
It's a
watch
nice,
Grand
yeah,
Prix.
it's nice.
And then the west coast of the United States of America, 9:30 a.m.
Wow. Gee, there's some shitty spots to watch a Formula One Grand Prix from.
Yeah.
Australia is not good.
No, it's not a good time to do it.
But you know what? It's a good time to do this. Toto Wolff on the phone, Luke. I cannot believe the names we get on this bloody Aussie podcast. I mean, for the quality that this podcast produces every week,
You'd think we'd get shittier people. You'd thought we'd just be talking to UGE Day, Nikita Mazepin, and Nikita Mazepin's dad.
Yeah, but hey, we can't get them on. They're lining up because we got these big names like Toto Bloody Wolf.
We're not going to bump Wolfie.
No way. Let's speak to him right now.
Okay.
Toto, can you hear us live from the paddock? It's F1 Podcast. Toto, are you there?
Loud and clear.
Thank you, Toto. Thanks for spending some time on the podcast. I know you're a busy guy. You're about to get underway for practice 3, I believe, a couple of hours away. How's the circuit looking? Does it suit the Mercedes?
Listen, we're very fast today. Yesterday, I just woke up. I don't know what day it is.
Yep.
We're very quick. Lewis was very fast. It's a very fast track. I think as we've put in the engine that was in, where was it, Brazil?
Yes.
The firecracker engine, as I call
The
it.
firecracker.
It is going to be quite a fantastic engine when we get to qualifying in the race. But I think Red Bull have something up their sleeve in the short run pace, like the quali pace. It should be near us.
Yep.
But with Lewis on board with our car, I really don't see anyone getting close to him.
Lewis is...
Especially Valtteri, he's shit.
Yeah, he's not great. But Lewis is on fire at the moment. He has taken the last couple of races and brought himself right back. You, Mercedes and Lewis, have brought yourself right back in this.
I said we'd be back in the fight. I'm not here to fuck around. I'm sick of Christian Horner's little pointy, little girly games when you're at the fucking press conference coming out to, oh, what about your rear wing? Fuck you. We were going to win this. We got our penalty. We served it. You shut the fuck up. Our rear wing is fine. It's all legal.
Would you be open to having yourself and Christian Horner in a cage fighting charity match? Was that something that we could... I'd love to see you belt the shit out of Christian. Is
if
that
you've
possible?
ever seen... I think of Christian Horner as like an Eric Cartman.
Yeah.
He's just like this whingy, whiny type of shit.
Yeah.
And as soon as you hit him, he'll cry like a little girly man.
Yes.
Now, I don't like hitting women. I did it once. But it was actually a man.
It was Christian?
It was Christian
Yeah, it was
Horner with
Christian
a wig.
Horner
It's
with
like,
a wig.
You won't hit me. So I fucking punch him in the face. I know it's you, Christian.
Yes.
With your stupid little smile.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you're open to it, we'd love to organise a charity and maybe all money goes towards hand jobs for the homeless.
Fuck your charity. I just want to punch him in the face. I'll do it for free.
Perfect. That would be amazing. Maybe we could do it live on this podcast.
Fine.
Stream
Bring
it
him
live?
in. I will punch that little bitch in the face.
Yes. Would you call him names as well? Would you just hit him or would you give him a mouthful of...
Listen, on the next podcast, when we are even closer to winning this world championship, I will give you what I think of Christian Horner. I will give
good.
you every insult.
Good.
I will give his mother insult.
Right.
I will give his grandmother insult.
Wow.
I will dig his grandmother up
Jesus.
and insult her.
Oh, God. Yep.
I'm not here to fuck about. This is a championship we're going to win.
This is pretty serious.
I'll dig up Jerry Halliwell's great-grandmother, his wife's great-grandmother, and I'll fuck it.
Wow. That's...
I need to prove a point. I'm the alpha dog.
You are the dog. Would you piss on the dead relatives after you've exhumed the bodies? Would you then cock your leg up and piss all over them? Is that too low for you?
What I will do once we win this championship, I will grab Max Verstappen and
Yep.
get him in a Vulcan neck pinch.
Yes.
I'll bring him to his knees. I will lift up his chin.
Yep.
And then I will shove my cock in his throat.
I think we'd all like
and
to
then
see
take
that.
a piss.
I think we'd all like to see that. I'd love to see. I'd love to see.
It
Verstappen.
would take a waterfall of my piss. I would drink 2 liters of water and just hold it as long as I can.
The wet works.
And then just
Golden shower.
smash him.
It's a golden shower. I'd love to see you insert your mighty
Austrian.
piss all the way down Verstappen. That would be... Look, this has been amazing. Anything... Are you heading off to the gym now?
I've just come from the gym.
Yeah? How was that?
I'm feeling very strong. I've got a lot of endorphins flowing.
Were you COVID safe during?
I'm always COVID safe.
Good.
My trainer was protecting my face with his scrotum again, and still no COVID.
No COVID. It's
If you can find me a better way of protecting my airways other than the perfect sack of my trainer,
the ball bag. Yeah, it's science.
it's always warm in the gym, plenty of coverage,
Moist.
and then, sometimes as I'm grunting out a set, my spit might get on his balls, but he doesn't mind.
No.
I pay him a lot of money,
Yes.
and this is his program. I do what he says.
It's great stuff. Thank you so much, Toto Wolff. It's always great to have you on the FE1 podcast. Always bringing so much light and frivolity and
I
COVID,
don't know what those words are.
COVID tips. Always good for COVID tips. Have a great day. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Wow. Luke, how about that? Toto, with the gloves off, he's ready for a cage fight with Christian. He's ready to go.
Going to beat the shit out of that
I
little
can't
man.
wait to see. I can't wait to see what Wolf would do to Christian, and then what Wolf would do to Verstappen. Just the details. He's just so detailed.
And the Vulcan neck pinch.
the Vulcan.
I haven't heard that one in a while.
Well, he's so
You
German.
know, he's a Trekkie fan.
One thing the Germans know how to do, and that's plan a massacre.
Well, he's Austrian, and that's where Hitler came from.
Well, they're the same. I mean, you don't like to bag them all in the same basket.
No, the
But
Germans just follow.
They're the same basket. Let's be honest. Okay.
The one man.
we've now
the
ticked
one
off-
man that just ruined you out of all the great things you've done with technology, inventing things, and everything that's amazing about Germany. And you're all just remembered for one Austrian
thing.
dickhead.
Yes, not even German.
You just followed the wrong bloke.
Luke, this has always been. It's always fun. We really need to speak to Sebastian. Sebastian Vettel. He's a fun guy, isn't he? He loves getting around the paddock.
Yeah.
In more than one way.
Where he gets around.
Let's catch up and see what Sebastian Vettel's up to right now.
Hi guys, what's going on? It's me, Sebastian Vettel, 4-time world champion. Hi.
Sebastian,
Woo! Hi guys, what's going on?
I can see. Just one
It's
question.
so hot over here.
Why are you wearing a burqa?
I am incognito.
Really? What for?
I'm undercover, Luke. Don't give away my undercoverness. Is that the word? I don't even know.
It is now.
Sometimes my English is not so great.
No, it's good.
Don't give away my secret little outfits. I'm trying to hide low. Okay? Because I think I might have COVID.
Really?
I'm going to be honest with you here. I think that's what you sound like when you have so raspy. So it's got nothing to do with deep throating Dave.
The only reason
It's all
Dave.
COVID. Yeah, there's no way that I got the raspy throat from deep throating Dave and Doug.
Doug and Dave.
And Derek. The three
Does
Ds.
Doug, Dave, and Derek go deep?
Triple Ds. I had a triple D night the other night, and I was just going to town on the deep throat.
Yeah.
But it's definitely COVID. Look, it's just raspy.
We just
Yeah.
spoke with Robert Kubica.
Oh, what a great
He's-
guy.
he
He's
had
so
a-
great. Yeah.
A return customer in a burqa. Would you know anything about that?
No, look, I just know he's a really great tester and he's thorough. Like, he gets in there and he just wiggles it around, because he does it with his finger. You know how he does the COVID with his finger? He gets right in the anus.
I find that it's typical of Robert to do the wiggle.
yeah,
You know it's
yeah.
Robert when you get the wiggle.
Yeah, he's got his
And
way of-
everyone else is just to tap in and
just
tap out.
Correct, look, yeah,
And that's
absolutely,
unfulfilling.
Yeah, I know. It's like I've got frequent fly points.
Mm-hmm.
I've amassed so many frequent fly points with Robert Kubica, and I just keep going back and back and back, and I can spend
Frequent
them
fingering points.
however I like. Yeah, frequent finger points.
Do you have like a frequent fingering card?
Yeah, he stamps it with a pui finger.
Yeah.
With pui finger, he just gives a little fingerprint on the
schmear?
pui. Yeah, and he hasn't worked it out. He hasn't worked out with the schmear that it's me.
Yeah. How many free
because-
fingerings have you got?
Well, what I came in, I was in my full burqa, and I said, I did this really convincing Saudi Arabia voice. I said, oh, hello, I'm Saudi Arabia lady. Hello, it's definitely not me, Sebastian Vettel. Robert Kubica, come and test me. Here's my frequent flyer point. Here's my card. Can you please stamp it? He had no idea. No idea. He had a little taste. He had a little sniff. I had a great time.
And you're clear. You're clear to race this weekend.
Totally fine. In my full burqa. Jesus Christ. I love it. So great. So nice being tested. It's such a relief. Have you been
From Robert, yes.
Have you been milked?
Not milked,
No.
but I have been tested.
Yeah.
I do recognise the little wiggle.
Yeah, because I like to say, not finished yet. That's not right. Go deeper. Please go a little bit deeper, please.
Yeah,
The COVID's right in there.
The Bobby K wiggle.
Yeah.
That's what we call it.
Yeah. Oh, it's great. No, he's a really great tester. So, yeah, I'm COVID free.
Good.
Just let you know. Just let the guys. I told the guys that the triple Ds. I'm COVID free, so don't have to worry.
Are you going to beat Stroll this weekend?
Beat him off. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'd love to. I'm going to beat that little fucker off. He's a little shit. Little rich boy. Yeah, but the good thing about him is not street savvy.
Yep.
And I can, when I'm in the locker room, I can, have my way with him.
You
little bit,
you had who was it? You had a karting festival.
Yes,
Just a women-only karting festival. How did that go?
Great, but the burqa was in. It's so hard to see with the burqa on because they actually do as a DNA test to make sure that you're a lady. So I went for a pap smear, and the pap smear was all clear. It was clear, no worries. I don't have cysts on my ovaries. But I did drive a wonderful race in the go-kart, and I was very fast. But there was a couple that were faster. Sharina, Sylvia, and Jenny. Faster than I was. But that's okay.
It's a weird name for an Arabian woman, Jenny.
Jenny.
And with an I.
Jenny with an I. Yeah, not Jenny from the block. Jenny from the I.
No.
But that was great. I did really great. And I really enjoyed hanging out with the girls, just chatting and stuff. It was great. Just kick back, relax, talk about cars. Talk about cars. Sorry.
And you've got your rainbow shoes on this weekend?
Rainbow shoes. Love the rainbow. Just as all, hey, LGBTQPIFNTZ.
Plus community.
Communities.
Yes.
This has been great, guys.
Thanks, Sebastian.
Thank you so much. I got to go and I can feel more COVID coming on. I need to get another test. I'm going to go see Robert.
Maybe put on a different outfit.
I'm going to put on a different burqa. Who never knows the difference. I'm taking my frequent flyer point, though. That's right, assholes. You get 12, you get a free finger.
Frequent testing profile.
Bye, guys. Bye. It's Robert Kubica. There you go.
Well, it's Sebastian Vettel, but...
Oh, sorry. Sorry, Robert.
That's where he's headed.
He's going straight to Robert Kubica. Straight to the Kubica. Well, that's great. That's awesome. Before we go, Luke, anything you wanted to add?
No.
No?
No.
Oh, shit.
What?
Dan Ricciardo.
We don't have time.
We haven't got time, have we?
No.
We're running over time.
We've got Mum's brought some lovely food out.
She has
We've got
delicious
some
treats.
Martaback.
Martaback. Yum.
It was good. Some ma'amul.
Oh, mahamel. Mahlam.
Some salij, which is a traditional Saudi Arabian rice dish consisting of creamy porridge, short grain rice, and roasted meat.
Delicious.
Most of the time it's chicken.
Yeah.
But it's okay if they chuck a bit of lamb in.
No, that's nice.
We got some camel pie. Pete brought that up.
Camel pie. Camel pie. Is it? But what if the meat's chewy?
It's always chewy.
Be a bit chewy.
And kunafa. The Saudi's version of a cheese Danish.
Wow. Can't wait to get into this, Luke. This is delicious. Well, let's feast, shall we?
Let's.
This has been a lot of fun, Luke.
Yeah.
So many highlights.
So many lowlights.
So definitely more
I'd
lowlights.
like to apologise to everyone for everything. That covers our bases legally.
Yep. I know you're probably pretty envious right now of those who gave up 5 minutes into this podcast.
Oh, yeah.
If you are here now, at this point in time,
yeah.
yeah.
You need to go take a long look in the mirror and go, why did I just waste that time
What the fuck?
listening to those two jack-offs?
Yeah. But
See you next time.
triple A rated by the CDC. Science
right.
doesn't you can't lie with science. This is the healthiest podcast
Listening
in the
to
world.
this podcast will prevent you from catching COVID.
Correct. It will do that. It'll make you mentally happier because you won't ever want to listen to another podcast.
That's right.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.